What's up guys, it's Freddie. I got asked to do this video on Facebook by one of my friends, so this is my coming out video. Thought I'd make it my clarification video also because there's people that I went to school with that are completely oblivious to why I introduced my videos as Freddie, so yeah. The reason I'm filming this outside is it's probably the only place I can get a little bit of privacy. I'll start from the beginning. I went and stayed with my aunt in Florida. And she made me feel as though I was able to express my true feelings towards my sexuality, and she made me feel as though it was acceptable to be who I want, and yeah, she just made me feel comfortable. At this point I started to express my true feelings towards girls, and it was really like a stepping point in realising who I was, because I felt like my sexuality was homosexual, and I felt like that was okay because my aunt had made me feel like that was okay, and she was great. But I never openly came out as homosexual because about a month down the line, after I got back from staying with my aunt, I started to hate my body, and I started to feel true hate, and I used to not be able to step in a shower without truly hating and despising what I saw. I couldn't even look at my face without hating it. So I began to research into things. I researched into different sexualities because I thought that I could be a different sexuality. And this one day I was sat watching a TV show about transgender youth, and it made me think, this is me. This person on this TV show who's tracking back on their life, they went through the same thing that I'm feeling right now. They are hurting like I hurt right now, and this made me go on and research more into what transgender was, and I started to look at YouTube videos of people. I started to look at YouTubers and watch timeline videos, and just to show myself that it can be alright. So at this point I felt that I had to tell someone, because I was keeping it all bottled up and bottling all this stuff up about my sexual orientation, my gender. I couldn't keep it to myself anymore. So I was in a computer room at my school, and I was sat in a class with my friend Jasmine, and I couldn't bring myself to say the words, so I typed them. And I nudged her and I made her read it, and she didn't say anything, but she just smirked, and she didn't say anything, she typed back, "That's cool." If she can like me by who I am, then I can like myself by who I am. Like, it's not all bad, it's gonna get better. So Jasmine was my stepping stone and my building block for how I feel about myself, and I don't think she knows. I don't even know if she watches my videos, but Jasmine, you are the reason why I'm still here today. I went through a stage after this where I thought that if I tell people, they're going to react the same as Jasmine. They didn't react the same as Jasmine. I got a lot of hate. I got abuse. One day I remember I was walking home and I got physically abused and got called a tranny and got called every name under the sun. This made me think that if people hurt me, I may as well just hurt myself. I began to think, what's the point of living if I'm going to get this every day of my life? I hated having to get up in the morning and know that when I got to school I'm going to get teased, I'm going to get abused, I'm going to get bullied. I started to feel unsafe in my own school, so I went to the department of the school that I felt most comfortable in, and that was the performing arts. The 3 teachers in there were my lifesavers. They treat me like a human being. They had a joke with me, they had a laugh with me, they treat me how they treat everyone else, and I thought, these people accept me. So once again, I could not bring myself to say the words, but the night before I had the lesson with them again, I wrote a letter and I addressed it to all three of them, and I said to them that I just wanted them to know, and that I said that they are the people that are keeping me here. I was sat in a lesson and one of the teachers that I addressed the letter to walked in and requested me to come outside of the classroom. I was very, 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 very scared. Very scared. But he took me into the empty classroom next door and he hugged me and he said that it didn't matter who I was or what I was or anything, because he still thought of me as the fun kid who was in performing arts and would try anything. Because they knew, it gave me a place to go if I ever needed anywhere to go. And yeah, I loved having my friend Jasmine and the performing arts teachers to go to. Jasmine and 2 out of the 3 performing arts teachers left the school. They moved school, and this hurt. That really hurt because I'd lost the people that I could confide in. I was on online forums and things, and they told me to tell my mum, because they said that she is going to be able to help me more than someone that's not immediate family. So I did tell my mum. I sent her a text when she was at work, and I said, I want to talk when you get back from work, if that's okay. And she got back from work and she came into my room, and I was scared, like, no, I've never been as scared in my life, ever. And I basically said, no, it's fine, and shrugged it off, and I kept shrugging it off. But when I told her, she said that it was fine, and she said that it was okay to be who I am, and she said that I could live my life how I wanted to, but I could tell in her eyes that she was upset. I could tell in her body language, because she became really defensive, and I felt like I was an embarrassment to her. I left it for a couple of days because I didn't want her to be upset about me. So I left it for a couple of days and I didn't talk to her. In these couple of days I told my aunt everything that had happened in the past few months since I'd left her, and she was so supportive. I told her my preferred name. I told her that I'd prefer to be called Freddie, and the next email she sent me, it said, "Hi Freddie," and just little things like that. She really helped me, because when I told my mum, I was panicking a lot that she was gonna hate me for the rest of my life. I felt as though she was just never gonna talk to me again. I got the feeling that she really hated me. But my aunt was helping me through, and she said that it's fine, and she got me in contact with a friend of hers' son who had just had top surgery, and I was talking to him, and he said that his mum was the same. My aunt thought that I should tell my dad. My dad is a very difficult being. He was rarely in a sober state. I had to find a time to tell him. And there was one night when my mum wasn't in, because she didn't want me to tell my dad because of this. It was a night when I felt that I was confident enough to tell him. There was enough time to tell him my mum wasn't in. But unfortunately he wasn't completely sober. I told him, and he thought that it was stupid. He thought that it was a phase, and he thought that I was wrong. He called me selfish. He didn't talk to me. He was disgraced in me. He said that I was disappointing him. That all hurt because I hadn't had the greatest support from my mum and dad. I chose to stay quiet and not talk about it anymore. So my transition is my own transition now, and I thought that that's the only way I'm going to be able to be me. I use YouTube a lot for help and support, and I watched Our Life as Trans videos, and I saw that they were holding auditions for a new sub. After talking to Nathan from the group, I sent him an email saying that I watched his videos. He told me that he thought I should audition. I'd never made a YouTube video before. I'd never made a video before. They thought that it would be a good starting point, and they thought that, and in my head I was thinking that if these people have helped me in so many ways, I'd love to be able to do that to someone else. I'd love to be able to help someone in the ways that they've helped me. So I auditioned and I became a sub, and I subbed for about 3 months, I'd say, and then I got a full place in the channel, and now I am Freddie the Wednesday Man. So yeah, they've supported me throughout my transition, and I love them, and they're great. And with this, I became in touch with the internet, and I gained more internet friends, and I've got a good support system on the internet, and I have my best friend Pat, and my best friend Pat she's the greatest. I met Pat on the Our Life is Trans Tiny Chat. If it wasn't for the internet, I would not have met my girlfriend. She's great. Perfect. Amazing. Enough said. She supports me and she accepts me for who I am, and I love her for that. I hope that cleared it up for the people that were confused about my transition, and I hope that my coming out video was interesting. I hope, maybe. I'll be here to support you. You're amazing. Contact me on any social networkings. If you need my support in any way, I will help in any way I possibly can. Send me a message on Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, anything. I will get back to you as best I can. I'll put all the links for that down below, and if you want any more advice, there's always a weekly topic on Our Life as Trans, so go and check that out, and check out the other guys as well that are there. I just hope that you enjoyed it. Bye guys.